reports. Melody Ansman moved, seconded by Carla Girding, to approve the reports. All voted in favor. Susan Mullins reported no debt at this time. The cost of the HVAC installation and the new furnace were taken from funds in the KBF. The treasurer provided a written report. There were no questions or discussion. Committee reports. Susan Mullins read the deacon's report for David Brown. Melody questioned who her deacon was. Susan said she would look it up and let her know. Joel gave the trustees' report. He told about the HVAC system put in the educational building and the furnace replacement. He said the portable AC units would be removed and the windows replaced soon. He also reported on the progress of the basement being made into a tornado and storm-safe place. Chris Crow had been working on the painting. It is looking much better. Benita McCarty moved, seconded by Alexa Garrett, to approve the committee reports. They were approved unanimously. Old business. Those present approved the Family Minister Search Committee. They are Susan Mullins, Joel Jewell, Aubrey Gossman, and Susan Wilhite. They reported having received 2 resumes for the position. They plan, with the assistance of Pastor Wes, to set up a Zoom meeting soon to meet and talk to the candidates. There is still more work to do in the basement if anyone would like to volunteer. Having no new business, Joel closed the meeting with prayer. We adjourned at 1:24 p.m.
Any corrections, or we'll say the minutes approved as read then. We'll go into the reports.
I want to do my report as part of new business.
Okay. I guess we'll allow that. Sunday school.
I was looking at our numbers. We're down a couple of people, but we're still averaging about the same. It runs about maybe 10 people, an average of 10 people a week, sometimes less. So hopefully in the fall it'll pick up a little bit. So.
Benevolent fund.
Oh, benevolent fund. Okay. For that quarter, we received $2,275, and we had only spent, we paid for 2 electric bills, which was $91.52. And the April benevolent fund, we had a lot of money sent in for a certain person, and any money that's left is going to remain in the benevolent fund. So you'll get more report on that next quarter.
The NCBN representative. No report. All right. Backpack.
Just got an email yesterday that obviously school starts, 2 weeks, I believe. The shelves are low, obviously, because we try to clean out what we can. Don't know how many kids we're going to have. Usually start out with about 25 or 30. Last year we ended up with 59. So if you could think when you're giving to write a check, put backpack on it. Obviously the money's going to go to a good cause, but we'll see where we have this year.
Thank you. The bus is still out there. I think it still runs. When's the last time we used it? Been a while, but it's still operable and it's ready to go pick up people.
It's licensed.
Right. Financial officer, no debt. You already did that, right? Treasurer.
Okay, I hope everybody's had a chance to look at the report you have. Anybody have any questions about it? Anybody have any questions on the financial report? So, if not, we're all happy.
Any more reports? I hear a motion to accept reports as given. Alexa, second by Lewis. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. All right, the committee reports. The deacons.
Quit pushing me. How's folks? How are you? Everybody well? I hope so. This quarter, the deacons have met 3 times. The community garden out here at the school is open, and I can assure you there's been some crops planted out there. I hope that the fall is rather late that they can be gathered. There are green beans and things of that nature planted out there. So we hope that the community will enjoy those. We received some resumes for the position of family minister, and 3 interviews were set up. And the candidates, which happens sometimes, all 3 canceled at the last minute. We renewed the ad and also placed an ad for worship leader, and accomplished. Several activities are planned for this fall. We have the equipment set up for a volleyball game. All we need is some work done. We also have been thinking about a basketball goal. I don't know where that is, how far along that's come, but we definitely plan to have a fall festival on October 17th in conjunction with the Campbellsburg Boo Bash. And this year's games will be in various rooms in the education building. I'm sure they still need help for there. And it's not that bad, folks, even when some people get old. Because I still like to fish, but that's an easy way to fish. It is. You don't even have to bait the hook, you know. The air conditioning system and heating out here has in. I think most of you know that the education building has been reworked, and the old units that were in the windows have been removed, thanks to Brother Joel over here. And the basement down here is also ready for a safe place. Most of you know that we've had that done for storms and power outages and recreation time. And I really and truly think this will be a great thing, be helpful for people. Some people are quite afraid when we get these severe storms. The deacons were encouraged to contact their families at least once a month and pray for the unchurched and the lost in our community. And I hope not just the deacons, but that all of you, we are truly in the time of, I feel that the crops are ready and the harvest is ready. All we need is workers. In all, the deacons have visited around 25 families, and I'm sure that there's more than that. We just can't, some of them are like myself, forget to write things down and then can't remember. But anyhow, there's a lot of people out here, a lot of people that would appreciate your visit. About 20 phone calls have been made, and I'm sure that's an underestimation, but anyhow, that many. We've sent over 60 cards. I think that's a good thing. I just know that it is, and I can't speak for all of you, but I've got a few cards myself, and they do cheer you up, and I'm thankful for them. Letters have been sent to prospects in the community. I don't know how many of you know, but what did we call that one process or where we mailed in other communities as for 10-mile, was it? 10-mile radius? And I know Tom got some to write in LaGrange, and I never did receive anything back from anyone, but I had hoped to communicate. I got Carrollton, and I know some folks down there, but there's a lot I don't. Same thing here in our community anymore. I used to know about every face in this community, but people are coming in, so we need to harvest, just like Jesus said. The fields are ready. I just wish and pray, hope and pray that we can go out with the help of not just the deacons and the pastor, but the church as a congregation. I've always dreamed of this church being filled not once but twice on Sunday morning, and I hope I live to see it. I don't know, but you better hurry. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Dave. Trustees, like you said, the windows are all back in where the air conditioners were. That we need to have some day to clean all the windows. They're pretty nasty down the Sunday school rooms. Of course, they was all out and you couldn't get to them. And take all the blinds out of them because some of them are falling down and they're not in good shape. But you'll be hearing about that in the future. The basement, pretty good shape. Anytime you're driving by and you want to stop and pull a weed, there's plenty of them to go around. Out front, on the side over here, and all down. There's all kind of weeds. And you can spray a little Roundup in there if you want to. The preacher might bring something else up. But the building's in fairly good shape. Oh, they installed the attic ladder in the conference room. They got some more work to do there. We're coming along with the building. It looks good. You ought to go take a tour of the educational room, except the last one. Don't go to the last room. It's where we put all the stuff. Security team, that's just up to the greeters, I think, to lock that breezeway door. I think it's still happening. Long Range Planning Committee, no report. Any other committee to report? I hear a motion we accept the reports. Yeah.
Our brother Neil Holman, I'll let you know, has passed. I think it's nice to report that the church was full, no doubt. Baptist capacity for his funeral, and I'm sure he would have appreciated that. But what I have heard since then is how this church looks so beautiful. People that are not here, I've heard it numerous times about how beautiful Campbellsburg Baptist Church building is. I think the Lord would appreciate that, but even more, He would appreciate us being out trying our best to fill this church on Sunday morning.
Thank you. Right. I hear a motion to accept the committee reports. Oh, Laverne. Second, Alexa. All those in favor, right hand, opposed. All right. Old business. Update on the search for the family minister. I think we're calling it worship. Or I'll see what he says. You going to give the update on that, or you want to wait till new business? Okay. And the church basement is available, but he's going to report more on that. Any more old business? All right, new business.
All right, well, some of the things you've already been hearing about, so I had in my notes, I won't have to. I'll just go over and gloss about the HVAC being finished. That is really nice. It's really nice in this hot summer days not to have that thing blowing behind us where we can't hear. We're able to have nice conversations. Joel and Carolyn removed those AC units, and most of them were given to the Henry County Resource Center for them to give to local residents who need an air conditioner in this hot weather. So they're continuing to be used. 2 of the children's rooms have new carpet, new wall-to-wall carpet in them. Looks so much better, so much cleaner. And the nursery has a new throw rug in. I think it's a Noah, isn't it? Yeah, Noah's Ark in the nursery that the kids can sit and play on. Hey, little girl. And we have talked about. Okay, good. What? Marching. No, she wants to march. Yeah. We got to do that. I missed that. That's right. We need to march. We've talked about the garden. Several have planted. One of the things we're doing there is we've got a letter that's going out to all of the teachers at Campbellsburg Elementary and reminding them of the garden that they can plant there. Some of them have expressed last spring that they'd like to have a garden for the students to kind of learn how to do that. So we're reminding them of that. And we also included some information on crops for the fall that they can grow in there. So we're encouraging that. We also plan a letter to go out in August to our community about all that's going on, not just the garden, but other things that are going on. The basement is 90-95% finished. Some trim work needs to be done. We've taken keys to the city. The mayor and I talked. I got him the number of keys he wanted, because the plan is when the safe place needs to be opened, the city will take care of getting somebody up here to unlock this door and let people in. So they've got keys, and we presented them an invoice of the materials we purchased to get it ready. They have already reimbursed us for those materials. So that's all taken care of. And one of the other things we got coming, we're still working on, is the city is going to give us a ping pong table that they have and they're not using. And the mayor said he was going to purchase a used refrigerator for us to put down there so we can keep water and other things in there in the case of an emergency. So it's an ongoing process, but that's moving ahead. I thank you for everyone who has been working. You've heard about how the deacons are involved in visitation. We're doing that more and more. We have done different things. Getting new movers lists is what David was talking about. And we got a lot of movers in LaGrange and Carrollton, a little far place for us, so we stopped that. We're looking at other things we're going to do. We've increased our presence on Facebook and YouTube. We're getting a lot of added followers there. June, we had the concert by David Stahl. That was a great night. I'm sorry if you missed that. I've got other concerts planned. I'm talking with other people to come. All of these things are being done to increase our connection to our community, to get them into the building so they see it, not so we can beat ourselves, just so they get to know it, so they know it's not a scary place. They can come in and worship. And David related, many of them are being blessed seeing that. All of these activities we're doing to get us a connection with the community so we can have a chance to talk to them. And one person who's had a chance to talk with some of our children is Kim Riddell. Kim, if you would come, I've asked Kim to share. She's had the chance, they live right across the street. So there's kids that come ride a bike here, do other things. She's had a chance to talk with them. So Kim, share with us what you've heard.
So all the kids always play in the parking lot out here. Obviously, there's a basketball court across the street, but the street is so busy that most parents don't want their kids going over there. So they kind of hang out in the parking lot. And so I asked them, a couple of them, if they would be interested in having a basketball court that's closer on this side that they could play at, or a volleyball court. And they were so excited and thought, they're like, I want a basketball court, I want a basketball court. And they were so excited that they came back to my house about a month ago and asked me if it was going to happen. And so I told them that we would have to wait and see, that I wasn't sure yet, but that we were working to try to move forward with that. But these kids need something. There's nothing here. There's nothing for them here. I sit on my front porch on Mondays because I don't work, and I see the bus go by that is packed full of children. Where are they? We need to bring them in somehow, and I think that this would probably help. That's just my opinion, but anyway.
Yeah, I wanted you to hear that firsthand instead of me trying to relate it, but to that end, we have an opportunity to be engaged with our community, with our children. If we get them here, we have a chance to talk to them, and we can do that by adding some sports things they can do. One of the things we've talked about, and I want to see it come to pass, is having a volleyball court where our residents could come on any evening, really, if they bring their stuff and do it, but especially on the weekends that we host that. And they come, and as they come, we have a chance to talk to them, to welcome them, to say, hi, I'm Wes, I'm Joel, whoever, and to welcome them and just get to know them. Not necessarily at that point to talk about attending church, but just to get to know them, to try to become friends with them, to know their children. And so I'd like to see us add a volleyball court. We've got the net, we've got the poles, just needs the work done. To add some basketball goals to the parking lot, and a tetherball court, a little tetherball thing. It'd be something the children could do on their own. And I looked up some prices for that, and so let me wait on that just a minute. But if we can do this, if we can start being successful, we were talking the other day, Kim Pistol, Susan Wilhite, and I were talking that as they start coming, we can do things like we can grill hot dogs or hamburgers. We can have soft drinks for them, not free necessarily, but at cost, just to where they come and have something, and we have a chance again to greet them. You know, people don't like going door to door much. We're doing it, but they're not real crazy about it. People aren't just flocking in here. We've got to find a way to make a contact. This is a way that we can do that. As Kim said, the older guys play over there, but the little ones certainly don't have any business trying to cross that busy highway. If we start getting them here, one of the dreams I have is that we could start offering a children's time where we keep them inside, small children, to where we offer a Bible study, where we offer a time that we sing with them maybe and do some stuff, that we have that for them occasionally. We have the chance to do this, to talk to the people. We know that the people need God in their lives. These children need a good church to go to. They need to be hearing about Jesus Christ. That's the task given us. We also know that we need to increase attendance and membership. And so that's the selfish side of it. But our predominant goal is a ministry to them, because we don't know that they'd come here, but it would give us a chance. So with all that in mind, I want to make a motion, Brother Moderator. I move that we put in the volleyball court, we get that finished, 2 basketballs in the upper, basketball goals, poles and goals, in the upper part of the parking lot, and a tetherball pole. And I recommend on the tetherball we make a concrete base for it, otherwise it'll just be eating up the grass and be a mess out there. We can do all this, and prices I looked up are about $800. We've got it. We can do it, folks. God bless us with a big bequeathment. We've been using that some. There's still some left. But this is a way that we can start doing something to help our community, because as Kim said, there's really nothing here in Campbellsburg much for them to do. And this is a way that families, the other thing that I'd like to see us do is, now that we got the basement cleaned up and looking good, that we start thinking about having a Friday night time where adults can come, or families, We have the ping pong table. We can put games down there and just have a time of fellowship, see how that grows. And that could go through the winter. Again, a place, we don't need to build a $500,000 million gym. We don't need to do those kind of things. We can meet a need here reasonably, and we can provide a place where people can do something here in Campbellsburg, and we can have the opportunity then to talk to them. So, Brother Moderator, that is my motion, that we move ahead with these three venues.
All right, you've heard his proposal. I hear a motion that we proceed with what he's, Laverne, and then Susan second. Any discussion on what he's proposing? I think I'll have probably something to do with it. There's some more people around here that might have some too. Carolyn? No.
That's a valid question. We have checked that a couple of times. We've wondered about that. And whenever we've called our insurance company, Brotherhood Mutual, they've told us our insurance covers that situation. Just like one of you could trip, hit your head on a pew, our insurance covers that. So we already have coverage to handle that. So it's already in place. And if I remember right, Susan, we don't need to add anything, right? I mean, we're covered with enough liability in that. So that's a valid question. Insurance runs the world today. But yeah, but anyway, so we have checked on that and we are covered.
Any more discussions? Okay.
I recommend the upper, because it's flatter.
No.
Wouldn't change parking, you still park there.
While they're playing, of course, it'd be during a week while there's no church going on that they'll be playing. Right. Lewis?
The one I looked up was permanent, be mounted into the ground, so we'd have to core a hole, put a little concrete and set them in there. But portable, I'm afraid, would walk off, be too portable. So these are fixed height. There are poles we could get that are adjustable. I didn't think that was a good idea because we'd have people coming on doing their own thing with them. So I'm proposing a fixed solid pole that would be in the ground. And anyways, again, that'd be upper. The upper is flatter, more conducive. We could even set it up like a full court. And it shouldn't interfere with parking. We can put the pole between a couple of the stones that stop parking blocks and be out of the way. So it'd be accessible for our meetings, but then during the week the kids could play ball.
Okay. Any more questions?
Let me do one more thing. On the volleyball, we have the poles mounted in some tires, but they would have to have guy ropes on them to keep them steady. I propose we go to a permanent mounting for the pole.
That's what I'm doing. I already got that in progress.
All right. Good. I like that. So anyway, so we're working on that. Good.
Stainless steel anchored in concrete and
Wonderful.
removable.
Good. All right.
That's my plan anyway. Any more questions? All right, let's All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. All right, we'll carry on. Are you through with new business?
I'm done. I'm glad you're getting retired.
I'm supposed to appoint a nominating and budget committee, but at this point, I've not nailed it down totally. So I'll get back with you. It's not, I mean, we could just ask everybody in here to do something. They all have a job, right? All right, any more new business? Anybody want to bring anything up for the congregation? All right. I'll close this with prayer then. Dear God, we thank you for this time that we are able to be together as one in fellowship and to discuss your business of this, your church. We know you have plans. We just have to act. We have to carry them out. And hopefully we're willing and ready and able. And we pray now for those unable to be out, those that are ill. Watch over them and comfort them and heal them. And go with us as we go through this week. Help us to be a light in the darkness. In your name we pray, amen. We're done.